All right, folks, looking at the session details again, just kind of wanted to go through a few more things on here. Again, everything that's in the brass color here for this particular theme is editable. So if we look in the session info, you'll see equipment. And what I went ahead and did off camera was actually added a couple more 300 blackouts. And what I can actually do is add these. If I want to switch to my other 300 blackout, which is this guy right there, I can actually switch in between all those if I wanted to. So I just wanted to call that out real quick. The other thing was the load recipes in the session info. So say we'll just review bowls here real quick. You can see this was 8.8 grains and this was 8.9 grains. I forget exactly. Well, no, it didn't take a picture with the powder on it, but these are two different grains here, and I'm testing particular loads. So let's just pretend that it was a 300 blackout test recipe that I created, and we're going to go through actually creating these, but I just wanted to show you that we can actually associate that load recipe with this particular session. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at our recipes tab. And from here, and obviously that was a 300 blackout. So the only thing it showed me was a load recipe for 300 blackout. But in here, we'll just look at this one called copy. These are just things that I just threw these loads in here. These are just for testing. Please don't use any of this load data. Sorry, my phone went off again. Hopefully you didn't hear that. But yeah, basically we can call out all the different types of powder, to different types of bullets, brass, any particular measurements we might need, primers, dyes and equipment if you want to use that. Some people use that a lot. Some people don't use it at all. Do with it what you want on that particular section. And then there's a measurement like cartridge overall length or whatever you actually might need to set. Let's go to this 300 blackout. This one actually has sessions attached to it, which is the one that we just attached. So we know we're testing this particular recipe on this particular session, and tapping on that will obviously bring you right into that. But hitting the back button here, thought I was hitting the back button, go back to the recipe details here. And we can go through creating these, but I'm just going to pull up, hit the plus icon here, and just give it a name. Test CFE. Oops, if I could type CFE 223. I don't know. I'm just making things up. Select the caliber. So we know this is a 300 black. Bob's your uncle. We'll just put in whatever we want. I'll just powder type CFE 223. Weight. I'm just gonna make up a weight. 11 grains. And we can put a lot number in there if we want to. Go ahead and hit next. You can pull in your bullet manufacturer, Sierra. Or you just do something simple like 0 Mash King. We'll pretend it's a boat tail hollow point. Bullet weight. Just make up a number. 175 grain. Let's do something more. Oops. And you can put in the ballistic coefficient if you want to. You can put in the bullet length if you want to, bullet diameter. These are just all measurements that you can add as you see fit. We can take a look at brass. You can actually define the manufacturer and the head stamp if you want to, how many times fired, annealed, all that kind of fun stuff. Primer. So you gotta, this is one of the required fields. So CCI. I like mine all prim and proper. CCI, I don't know, 41s. Sure. And they're Magnum. Small primer. Hit next. Overall length, 2.250. You can put in your ogive measurements in there, neck tension, crimp amount, crimp style. Go through here, dies and equipment. These are all optional. I personally use these because I have a Dylan that has toolhead set up on it. And I always question whether or not I moved something. So in particular for me, I like this column. But there it is. It actually created our recipe for us, and we can use that, attach it to sessions. Go back out here, go to load recipe, change recipe, and we can pick any 300 block out that we want and just add her in there. And that's really about it for recipes.